Dear students and parents, I'm back with another video. The topic for today is spreadsheet and introduction. I've made this video for class 7, but of course this video is not only for students but for each and everyone who is a beginner and is interested in learning MS Excel. So students can refer to chapter 5 page number 54 from the book. So focusing on students now, we all have practiced this chapter properly in the school, but since the lockdown started, you all are not in touch with this particular application. So that is the very reason I'm repeating this chapter through this video. Please watch the video till the end and make sure that you practice it in your computer. Now, what is a spreadsheet? Spreadsheet is a computer application for organizing, analyzing and storing data in a tabular format in rows and columns. Tabular format means in rows and columns. Excel is one of the most powerful and widely used spreadsheet software to perform mathematical calculations. Excel comes with various inbuilt features and tools that make easier to work with large amount of data. So here we'll go through some of the features of Microsoft Excel. Formulas are mainly used to for performing simple and complex mathematical calculations. Functions are the built-in formulas used for calculating percentage, interest, average, etc. So formulas, these are mainly used for performing simple and complex mathematical calculations, and functions, inbuilt formulas, these are used for calculating percentage, interest, average, etc. Formatting features improve the appearance of data. So there are some of the features with the help of which we can format the entire sheet that will improve the appearance, the looks of the spreadsheet and the looks of the data. The data is automatically recalculated in the entire worksheet if any change is made in a single cell. So if we go on to make any change in a single cell after the calculation is done, again the entire sheet will be automatically recalculated, or the data will be recalculated automatically. Data can be searched quickly and if required replaced instantly. So we can instantly replace the data and then we can quickly search for the data as well. Quick data entry can be done in a large series of cells by using the autofill option. There's a special feature in Excel called autofill option that will come to this autofill option later in this chapter. So with the help of that, we can quickly enter the last series of data. Data can be viewed in a graphical form such as charts with the help of which help to understand, analyze and compare data in an effective manner. So we can view the data after we enter the data, after we perform the calculation. It can be viewed in a graphical format such as charts, so that we can understand the data, analyze the data and compare the data in a very effective manner. Now we'll close this one and learn how to open Microsoft, or how to start Microsoft Excel. I'll teach you the very easiest way to open or start Microsoft Excel. Click the search button and type Excel. So the computer will provide you with the list. So click on Microsoft Excel 2007. Here I have installed Microsoft Excel 2007. It might be different in your computers. So whatever is the option, you click in that option. So here we go. A Microsoft Excel window opens or is opened. So you have Microsoft Excel window in front of you. There are various components within Microsoft Excel window. So before I start with the other components, first let me explain you what is a workbook and a worksheet. The Excel window that appears on the screen is called the workbook. So whatever you have in front of you is your workbook. So by default, it is assigned with the temporary name called book 1. Later on, while saving the file, we can change this name to any other name or some relevant name with which we are saving the file. So within the workbook, by default, we have 3 worksheets. So down here, you can see the mouse pointer, sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3. So what is a worksheet? So the entire area where we enter the data and where we work is a worksheet, where we perform the calculations. Whatever work we do in Microsoft Excel, that particular area is called a worksheet. Let's move on to the other components of a worksheet or Excel. Cell. The intersection of rows and columns is called a cell. The small box formed after the intersection of rows and column, here the one highlighted with the black border, is your cell. After cell, we come to the active cell. So the cell where you click becomes the active cell, or the cell where you're working becomes the active cell. So the cell address will be displayed over here, and this particular area is called the name box. You can see it is called name box. This area is called the formula bar. Whatever you type in the cell is displayed in the formula bar. You can make changes to the in the content of the cell using this formula bar as well. Now range of cell. If you select more than one cell, we call it range of cells. Then we have column headings A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and so on. Then we have row numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. So by default, we have 16,384 columns. This one, the vertical ones. And by default, we have 1,48,576 rows. Sorry, it is not 1 lakh, it is 10,48,576 rows. And this bar is called the status bar. So these are the major components of Microsoft Excel window or a spreadsheet. So as a whole, we call this a workbook. And within the workbook, we have by default 3 worksheets. Now we'll learn how to enter the data in a worksheet. So let me start with cell A1. So students can refer to page number 57, figure 5.3. So here we go, we have finished entering the data. So now we'll move to the editing part. So first we'll center align this text, that is weekly expenses. We'll bring it to the center of the the column. Total we have utilized 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. So we have used 8 columns. So we will select these 8 columns and then we'll move to the alignment group, the ribbon, and then click this button, that is merge and center. Click merge and center. You all can see the text weekly expenses is center aligned and it is merged at the center. All the cells are merged and it is aligned at the center. Now we can change the color of the font. So here this is font color. So click here, whichever color you like or whichever color you want, you can choose that color and can change the font color. If you want to increase the font size, that can be done from font size box. So at the moment, at present it is 11, so you can make it 12, 14, 16. Depends on what size do you want, how big do you want it to look. You can maximize and minimize the size from this font size box. Now next we move on to the next row number 2. You can see some of the text are hidden over here, and then some of the text are overlapping over here. So here we need to adjust the column width. So here also, if you see WEDNESD is hidden, here also Y is hidden, here also Y is hidden. So we need to adjust the column width. So for that, move to the column border, double click with the mouse pointer, automatically it will adjust the column width. Here also, if you see, double click the left mouse button, double click the left mouse button, double click the left mouse button, you can see all the columns are, it is the width are automatically adjusted. Now we'll move on to the next column. Let's change the color of this font. So here again we'll move to this font color box. Here we'll choose the color. Let's say, for example, red. You can see the color is changed to red. You want to boldface it, italicize it, underline it, that can be done from this font group. So let's boldface it. You can see the size is changed. So we'll also format or edit this portion, total expenses, make it into red color, boldface it. So this is how it looks after a little bit of editing is done. It's very simple. You can practice this on your own. It's very simple. Now, types of data that can be entered in spreadsheet. So basically there are 3 types of data that can be entered in spreadsheet. Here, if you see this weekly expenses, name, Monday, Tuesday, these are all text. E-tables, cold drink, milk, transport, stationery, gift, others, these are all text. And if you see over here, these are all numbers. So text can be entered, numbers can be entered, and the third type of data that can be entered is formula. So now the main part of Microsoft Excel, that is entering formula or performing a calculation. So we'll click in this box, total box here, because this is where we need to enter the formula. We need to get the total for these e-tables of different days. So here what we'll do is we'll put, I'll zoom it a little bit for everyone. So here we'll put equal to sign. A very important part of formula. The formula must always begin with equal to sign. If you in case forget to put the equal to sign, the computer will treat it as a text. So the calculation will not be performed, in a simple word. So equals to. Now we'll mention the cell address, or we'll give the cell reference. Where is our first data for e-tables? So it is Monday. Here Monday we have 50 rupees, 50. So the data is in cell B3. So if I click over here, B3, you can see B3 automatically appearing over here. You can see B3 automatically appearing over here. B3, we'll put plus sign. C3, we'll put plus sign. D3, put plus sign. E3, put plus sign. Cell F3, put plus sign. Cell G3, that's it. This is the last one. We'll press enter after that. You can see the total getting generated over there. Now it's very simple. After that, select the cell, move to the bottom right corner of the cell where you have this small square box. This box is called the fill handle. Now move to the box, let your arrow change to the black plus sign. Left click the mouse button and drag through this fill handle and release it. You can see the total is generated for all the other items. So this is the very simplest way to perform the calculation. Within no time we can perform the large number of calculation just simply by drag and drop method, the one which I've done. The other way around to perform calculation is by using the function. So let's delete this one, select it, delete this one. So function. So how to use function? Again, equal to sign, equal to sum. This function is for addition. Now we'll mention the cell address, cell B3, and the last one is cell G3. So we'll mention the first cell, that is B3, where we have the data. We'll put colon sign, 2 dots, colon sign, 2 dots. The last cell is G3. Close the bracket, press enter. You see the total is generated. Follow the same step again. Click in the fill handle, let the mouse pointer change to black plus sign. Click and drag and drop it. So this will automatically give you the total for other sets or for other items. Now we move on to the other part of calculation. So here, day wise totaling. So for this one, again we'll use the same thing, equal to the first address B3 and the last one is B9. So equals to B3 plus B4 plus sign. Click over here B5 plus sign. Click over here B6 plus sign. Click over here B7 plus sign. Click over here B8 plus sign. Click in the cell B9. Press enter. So this is the total for Monday, total expense for Monday. Now in the same way, again use the fill handle to copy it or drag it and then drop it. So this is how you get the total for each day. Now if you want to generate a grand total over here for all the days, that can also be done. Again, the same process, equals to sum. Use this one in bracket, the cell. This one is B10 is to the last one is G10. Close the bracket, enter. So there are two types of formulas which I have shown you over here. Whichever you feel convenient, that can be used. It's not hard and fast that you have to use the particular type of formula. So this is how we perform the calculation in Microsoft Excel. So for now, I request everyone, to those who are watching this video, especially students, to practice this one in your computer at home and then make sure the formulas are done properly, right? And then I'll see you in the next video again. Dear students, do not hesitate to comment if there is any problem related to the video. This will help me to improve the video and present you with the better video in the coming days. Thank you once again.